I'm an Icelandic Chinese artist. I'm currently in Tokyo and we are about to draw together. We're gonna draw something cool. And my nails, oh gosh, it's been, yeah, so these fell off and this one fell off as well. And I've been biting them. Yeah, so my beautiful nails are not so beautiful anymore, and you will be seeing it live. I probably should have thought about that before I attempted to bite them. But anyway, so I guess that we will just simply go ahead. I was actually considering going in with a purple instead of like some colors basically instead of the usual. So maybe let's do that. Let's just try that out, see how that goes. Let me see. I feel like drawing on this side even though I haven't drawn on that side yet. Let's just do that. And you know, not really sure how this is gonna go, but we shall just go ahead. This is not the usual time that I've been doing my lives. What day is it today even? Oh, it's a Friday. So maybe you guys are all out. But I wasn't able to do a live yesterday, so we're making up for it today by going in with purple. The only concern I have is regarding the smudge tool later. Hi Nick! Hi Nick 10! What is up? Happy Friday! So yeah, I wasn't able to go live yesterday, unfortunately. It was a fully packed day, but today we are live. And hey, user random alphabet, I made it. I made it. Yesterday was a really good but exhausting day overall. I'm working with purple right now. I might go in it with some blue in a bit, but I'm not sure how this is gonna work out, but I felt like doing something different. It's time. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, I made it. I made it here, guys. It's happening. Okay, I'm thinking of doing something a little bit more expressive today. Still a portrait, just in terms of, you know, his expression. A little more intense, perhaps. Sup, Dark Side? Hey, you're actually here. Ah, I realize it must be a little bit too early for you when I've been going at an earlier time. But yeah, I wasn't able to go live yesterday, so let's see if I can make up for it today. Not sure if this... Oh, hi Leela. Hi Christian. Darkside had a haircut today. That's cool. I would so get a haircut, man. But I still have to keep my hair the way it is for the time being for a shoot. So as soon as it's over, we're gonna go for a big change. It's time. It's time. Let's see, gonna pin this. Right, so if you guys are curious what my usual work, you know, as usual, go, or looks like, go to my Instagram account. Because this is definitely not what I usually do. Oh, the eyes are not totally even. Oopsies. Let's just go ahead. His eye is like a little bit further out on this side, so we just move the eyeballs a little bit. It's okay though, I mean, it's okay that this is not gonna be 100%. Do I think I was an artist in past lives? No. I don't think so. I feel like if there is such a thing, I actually don't know, honestly. My friend was really into this stuff, so I tried like I talked to a psychic once and was curious what she would say. Not fully, you know, not believing in it or anything like that, but just curious, and in terms of what she had to say about like past lives and so forth, if anything came up for her. And what she said kind of blew my mind. I feel like I'm gonna have to try with someone else again, but let's see. Hi, Ricardo. Oh, awesome. Very cool. I was in San Francisco not so long ago. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. So we're doing a dude again today, by the way. Thank you, Tintinati Drew. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. Also, happy Friday. I don't know if you guys are going out today. I had obviously a late start to, well, not a late start, my day started ages ago, but late start to this live that we're doing. You know, we're gonna trust the process. This is the first time in this sketchbook that we're using a color crayon instead of a pencil, so let's see how it goes. But you know, I guess it's, the point is to never really get too comfortable, so you know what I mean. Yeah, let's see. Thank you, liking 843. Thank you everybody for the likes and subscribing. Well, if you guys like lives, then definitely subscribe, because we are going almost every day. Lives Liberty says, I've been scrolling a bunch of lives this morning, and this one is hands down the best quality. Thank you! Oh my gosh! Aw, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Heck yeah, well, definitely join us again. We're doing this daily, and I'm giving myself all these challenges, trying to, you know, improve and so forth. I wonder what the other lives are like, though. Are people just hanging out, like, being weird? Is that what the other lives are like? I've not really doom scrolled any lives before. I think I'll just make his eyes like really intense, actually. Thank you, Walter. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious what's gonna happen, because this is not a pencil, you know, and we're gonna be using a smudge tool later. So I'm like, is this even gonna smudge? Because charcoal and pencil smudge really well. But probably, I guess, you know? I guess. Let's find out. I'll have to stay tuned. Cooking food, discussing topics. Yeah, it was funny, like when I started doing these lives, I really didn't know, like it's been a lot of testing, right? And I set out sometimes to discuss specific topics while drawing, and that seemed to be a bit overly ambitious because it's actually kind of difficult to use your brain, like multiple parts of your brain at the same time, and drawing is already using a specific part. So me talking about what I'm drawing is not a problem, but if I'm going deeper into, like, I don't know, philosophy or psychology or astrology while doing one of these, that's pretty impossible. Well, not impossible, but and I end up basically like not doing well at either. But I suppose if I was just here sipping tea and not drawing, I would feel like I was personally wasting time. So I'm like, okay, I love drawing. I'm obviously an artist. Not obviously, but I am an artist. For those of you who are new here on my channel, this is my full-time gig, although I never do portraits, except now in my streams. And you know, sharing what I do with you guys just seems really meaningful. So I'm like, okay, well, this makes sense to me to do in live streams, you know? I'm just drinking a little bit of tea. Oh yeah, I was talking about nakshatras. They're really powerful. If you guys are curious, you can calculate your nakshatras online. Yeah. Hey, I've been pretty good. I haven't talked about astrology in a while, but I've also not really been looking so much into it or anything. I feel like if you just meditate and get in touch with yourself, you have everything you need, and you know, you connect with your intuition. That's a better way to access the unknown. It's pretty easy to get the symmetry wrong, I would say. Sort of the way I did it today was I didn't, you know, kind of was focusing on one area at a time, which I don't really recommend doing that because you can pretty easily get things wrong. Get things wrong. Get things wrong. Get the proportions wrong is what I mean. Yeah. I don't know who this person is. We're just gonna find out. Gonna find out who this person decides to become. You know, he's seeming kind of angry. Maybe I'm letting go some emotions here. It's always better to draw out the emotions than, you know, let it out in a negative way that impacts other people in our lives, you know? So it's kind of interesting when I think about it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to practice your drawing skills, you can definitely draw with me here, for sure. Like, but yeah, so I remember I used to sort of say, like, I'd be like, oh, I don't have an anger problem or anything like that. Like, I would say those words. And it was true. Like, I wouldn't get angry easily. I basically just would never get angry. Except maybe, you know, with my family from time to time. But I realized that was actually perhaps me suppressing my anger more than the truth of the matter, because there is anger. We all have all the arrays of emotions. So since then, I guess I have felt anger more excessively. It's not an emotion that I feel so much. I know a lot of people gravitate towards anger a lot. That's not really something that I get stuck in specifically, but I think we should not deny ourselves or say, you know, we never feel a certain emotion, because chances are that you might be suppressing that emotion from being experienced. Just food for thought, just food for thought. You know? Perhaps. I don't like how deep his eye bags are. That's just, I mean, at least at this stage, I want to sort of slowly sculpt it into existence. In case you guys haven't seen my eraser, let's just, this is literally what the pro erasers look like. Because I'm too willing to throw hands. Yeah. I don't know what that's like. I think a lot of the emotions I battle with are inward, like towards myself. You know, kind of, yeah, I don't know. There's been a lot of reflections that's been going on lately. I've been reflecting on a lot in terms of like my relationship with myself, and I think we should all really have a honest sit down with ourselves and just check in to see if we are loving ourselves truly loving ourselves, because we are the most important thing to us in this life, you know? And if you aren't loving yourself, how could someone else in your life love you, right? If you aren't even able to do that for yourself. And how could you love someone else the right way? Or are you loving someone else as a way to escape or cop out from showing yourself love? That's something we do as well. Oh yeah. I'm using two types of erasers here, these. And then actually I have like a piece of paper that I like to put underneath here, but it just looks a little dirty. And what I like to do here is I sometimes, like if I want to clean up a part of my eraser, I just clean there. So now I know this corner is clean. I could clean up like every corner if I want. You know, because sometimes when you erase with a dirty eraser, it just, yeah, I didn't do it enough. It probably is still dirty, but just showing you guys some hacks, you know. Also, it is snowboarding season. Can we just acknowledge that for a moment? Time to snowboard. Boom, boom, pow. Cool. Yep, just dropping some art cheat codes in case you guys want to pick up art again. I know you can draw. We all drew in kindergarten. And then there were these art classes in elementary school that I know you also went to them. And it was maybe your favorite class. Who did not like art classes? You know, in kindergarten. Damn, this guy's looking real creepy. Okay, but I think that I prefer, let's see. I prefer, also like the lips seriously need to be way bigger than that. I feel like he's, okay, we're just gonna fully, let's go hard on these lips. Boom. Boom. Okay, that's what it is. It needs to start a little bit wider. I'm talking really quietly today, which is good for the neighbors. They don't hear me. Cool. I guess it could be a girl, you know? He kind of looks a little androgynous. I've been drawing guys the last 2 days, or the last 3 days. So I thought I would draw just maybe 2, just finish these with guys, and then try a different theme, but just to get enough, because otherwise it's uneven. Hey, Occupavi! Hey, we got the team. The whole team's here. Awesome. Yeah, so we're using purple. Trying something that's slightly different. Slightly different. Okay, let's see. Still want this to be a little bit crazier. I want him to have like a crazy draw, you know? Or her, or whatever. Thank you, Ghost Samurai. I like your name. I enjoy your name, yo. Hey, Shub. Lovely auto race. Let's see, okay. Cool, very cool. So, I mean, we're just feeling it out, you know? And then I guess this is here. Wait, no, here. And then we go down. Let's make him like really striking. Ooh, he is looking fine. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then I'd like to use another color besides purple after this, maybe. Let's see, this is how it looked like before. Or do I just go with one color today? It depends. I'm not trying to be here all day either, you know? Or all night. Still have some work to do. Some works to do. Let's see, where's the... It's like here. Ooh, that's some crazy elf looking ears. Very cool. Very, very cool. Ghost Samurai says thanks. Yeah, you really do have a nice username though. Yeah, I think it's looking more and more male. What's the backstory, chat? What backstory? Oh yeah, backstory for this character. Yeah, what? Tell me more. What do you guys think this character's life is like? You know, why is he upset? What just happened to him? He looks quite stoic, doesn't he? Okay, I guess we just go. Boom. Boom. If that's not crisp, I don't know what is crisp. Let's see. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Yeah, maybe I just do purple though. Maybe he's just gonna be purple. Maybe. I haven't fully decided yet though. Thank you everyone for the likes. I really appreciate it. See, that's the cool thing about this eraser. You see how like I can just stomp on it? Okay, let's get some darker tones in here. Hope you guys are feeling relaxed. I just met a friend on the way to my studio and he said that he meditates 2 hours a day. And I'm like, wow, that's just absolutely incredible. Like 2 hours a day, you know? His real name is something mundane like Michael or Steve. Oh my gosh, I like Steve. But he calls himself something ridiculous and pretentious like Misha or Sanguine. How about Sage? Maybe he called himself Sage, but his name is Ben or Steve. That's hilarious. Meditating is actually quite different from taking a nap. But yeah, just in terms of time, I guess, it's like a nap amount of time for meditating. Pretty cool stuff, pretty cool. Maybe he spaces the 2 hours throughout the day. No, he does it in one go, I believe. He just loves meditating. I mean, I was like meditating all the time at some point. And I never did 2 hours though, but getting to like 45 minutes was pretty easy once you're really into it. Oh, there's so many details, geez. I mean, honestly, just using one color is enough. It's gonna take enough time. I don't even think I need to complicate it with using any additional colors. Damn, he's looking scary, guys. It's wild when it, you know, it's like when you go into the eyes more, it starts to really come to life. Thank you. Yeah, but I actually messed up my two of the nails. They fell out. I've done like 6 hours in a sensor deprivation chamber and realized that was too long. Oh, you did 6 hours of meditation? Seriously? That's crazy. Did you fall asleep? Was it helpful? Just getting focused, guys. Let's give him some crazy hair. I didn't fall asleep, but after a couple hours, the time blurs together. I actually didn't know it was that long until. Yeah, exactly. I think that's how it happens. You just time becomes irrelevant. That's amazing. So you really got into an incredible state. I think I'd go insane 6 hours tap in chamber where I can hear my organs functioning. That's amazing. Ooh. This looks kind of wild. Alright, let's do the other side of his hair. It's not gonna be as crazy, but still want it to be a little bit crazy, I guess. Cool. He's looking pretty badass, honestly. I can say so myself. If I can say so myself. I found a reason to. I'm digging the bedhead. Yeah. It's very different to these two guys. I think I want to do someone that was like a little crazier looking. A little less normal. You know? Used to be, and the reason was I'm not a perfect person. Da, 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 da. Sensory deprivation can turn quickly into a frightening situation. Well, I guess once we are at a point where we can do a members only situation here on my YouTube channel, then I will start working on some of you guys' portraits, perhaps some of my most faithful watchers here from my family. So let's try to manifest that together, guys. I'm hopeful that we can reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Like if I'm consistent, you know, consistently showing up every day, I believe. Okay. Wood is looking like it's missing. He's missing an ear. So let's give him an ear. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of somewhere here. So I want you to know. Let's run those watch hours up, chat. Yes, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, I know that you guys are freaking here with me the whole live chats, which is freaking amazing. I understand it's not like exactly fun to watch the videos back, which is why I'm like at some point I'm gonna have to turn these into like long form time lapses. I might talk into it and just make it a little bit more suitable for people who are not joining the lives to digest, you know? But that takes time, so I don't really feel like doing it right now. Also, there's just too much other stuff that is higher priority already at this very moment. But when I feel called to, I shall. When my flow directs me there, I shall. Let's just give him some purple lips real quick. Yup, 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 yup. Okay. Put all your eggs in one basket, then go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you know, I'm technically already dispersing myself between two baskets by doing these portraits and my usual like collections, but at the same time, I feel like yeah, I guess they're both art, and this, like, what I'm doing here with these portraits is informing me and improving my skills for my collection. So maybe it's still one basket. I don't know how he would qualify that, you know what I mean? Maybe in a sports athlete sort of analogy would be sort of like going on runs versus doing the actual sport itself. So they're kind of related still. Right, good point. I don't know if I like this chin. Let's see if we can make it a little more interesting. Let's make his chin just a tint more interesting. I don't know if that made it more interesting. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. I don't know if it did, though. Let's see. Hi, good mining. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, are we really like 1 like away from 30 likes? Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for being here with me on this fine Friday night. I see everyone's being good and not going out, I guess. Not that, you know, not going out is good. Whatever floats your boat, you know? So far we've only used purple. We haven't even used a smudge tool. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think as long as I'm being somewhat consistent between the spreads, I think we're good. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's see. I will say it's much slower when I don't do this, use a smudge tool though. That's the main downside. Continue hurting. Actually, it's fine. We're probably gonna paint the background anyway. He's not centered though. That's a little bit of a bummer, but maybe I can. Maybe I'll just do a little. Do a little something on this side so it's a little more exciting somehow. Actually, yeah, he does look intellectual. Is it the lips? Yeah, if I could draw with both hands, that'd be pretty bomb. Then I could just you know what I'm saying. I don't have to finish what I say here. You guys can read me. The thin neck and insomniac eyes. Totally. 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 Well, he's coming along. Dexter's brother definitely looks... Yeah. You know, he kind of looks like Dexter in general. Like, he's got that look, doesn't he? Yeah, and there was no smudging involved at all, which is pretty cool. So that means we're doing an okay job at crisscrossing. He looks like a sociopath. Yeah, I should do some more like interesting expressions when I'm doing these portraits. Does he look determined? Oh, actually, yeah, he totally does. He looks like he's about to win a tennis match. Have you guys watched tennis recently? That guy Sinner, he is so insanely good. It's crazy. Oh, wow. I think we nailed it. Ooh. Looking sharp. Looking sharp. Let's see where that goes. Kind of around here. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. He looks cool as I feel like you're in a movie. I love that you guys are just creating these stories around him. Yeah, I guess he's slowly coming to life, huh? Slowly but surely. It's exciting for me too, basically. Well, it's time to sharpen. Time to sharpen. Eventually, you know, I'd like to introduce some more colors to what I'm doing. I just took him, and now I'm like in this fantasy of him being like a robber. Now he has money but knows he has to change and all this. Dude, I don't know, but vibes are perfect right now. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, I guess I've been losing myself in the vibe too. Just been going silent. Thank you so much. They're cracking and slowly falling off though, unfortunately. Yeah, I've just been going silent and really like focusing on the process here, like meditating. Hope that's okay. Hope that's not any less fun when I just go silent and, you know, we're just over here fully in the vibes at that point. That was the wrong move though. It's definitely more like here, but I can sharpen it a little bit. Looking at the, oh, I like that name. They're so pretty, like Night Stalker, I like that. Thank you, Fredo Boom. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here with me. If you haven't liked the video yet, make sure to like the video and subscribe. We do this once a day, usually a bit sooner than this. So tomorrow we'll be doing it earlier, a few hours earlier. So I like to get this out of the way before my day starts, but it's been a few unpredictable days essentially. Let's see. Let's see. Just making his lips a little bit darker, a little bit more pronounced, a little more three-dimensional. You know? You know, 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 you know. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Should I call myself a businesswoman? I really don't. I don't view myself as such. Use a random alphabet. But I guess I do a lot of the things that you have to. But I don't know. I don't really like to handle money or business affairs, to be frank. But I also don't really. I also like to work for myself, so I guess you don't really have a choice. But what I love doing is just creating. But I guess, you know, eventually you realize that if you want to keep doing and only do what you love doing, not work for other people, then you do have to understand that, you know, there needs to be some sort of value exchange as well so that you can continue doing what you do, right? And also just a lot of help from people, from amazing people, like use a random alphabet over here. But yeah, you really, like, I think to do well, you really need the support of so many people, which is, so definitely you guys subscribing to my channel is like one way to support for free, right? And then at some point we're gonna have our own membership channels and you guys can donate and all of that, and that essentially helps me continue to make art and offer value for y'all. So I have definitely begun to understand that there needs to be a back and forth. Otherwise you burn out. That's literally the recipe of burnout, right? I don't know, some days I just feel like I could totally lock myself up in a room and just like not see people for a really long time. Like I'd actually enjoy that. He looks confused. He looks like he wants to smile and be serious at the same time. The Richard Ramirez. Yeah, am I drawing the chat right now? That's so funny. Booyah. He's looking crazy. Aw, Fredo. I appreciate it. Heck yeah. That's why you should definitely be on our lives more often. Like, we're just creating a little corner here on the internet where we're, you know, like-minded folks. And then for some of you, you're here because it's just a moment to relax and enjoy the beauty of art. And maybe that was a bit dark. Not that, you know, we can always go darker. Let's see. Yeah, Steven, eyes are tough. Yeah, definitely. Eyes are so important. It's like when you got the eyes down, everything just comes to life like instantly. Boom. Beautiful. Just wow. Just wowza. That's pretty cool. It's like he's got to make him have like really long. I don't know what is this inner corners called of the eyes. Like this part. Yeah, Fredo, exactly. Although I'm not always doing lives at this hour. We usually go live a few hours before. So it's like almost 9 p.m. here in Japan. And I usually go live like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., something like that. Ooh, he's looking really fierce. 90% done with a 3D. That's amazing. Heck yeah. Congrats. Everyone shout out to User Random Alphabet for, or like basically preparing for his first ever concert, going ahead and manifesting his dreams, you know? If any of you guys have things you've always wanted to do, I hope to encourage you to do it, because why not? Just the fact that you have a dream is a privilege, or is not a privilege. It's like lots of people don't even have dreams, right? So I guess it is like a privilege in that sense. So if you have a dream, in whatever way you can, like act towards it, right? It can be on the side of what you're doing, but just know that it's amazing that you even have that. And if you don't, then you know, you can definitely appreciate what others have made, and that also can spark something in you, and that's beautiful too. He seems so angry. What's the name of the corner of Irams or whatever? And yeah, that's right, you are in Tokyo. So what time do you live? Yeah, so the time I usually go live, like right now it's almost 9, right? So if you think back, I'm usually live around 2 p.m. If I get everything done before, I sometimes go live at 12 at 1 p.m. But I would say like essentially between noon and 4 p.m. I will have gone live here. So at the moment it's nighttime for me. And if I have meetings or other things going on during the afternoon, then I go live at night. So it's not fully stable, but I would say probably in the next week or so you can expect me to be here around 1 p.m. you know, or 2. Damn, I just remembered I have to wake up so early tomorrow to go play tennis with some people I haven't yet met here before in Tokyo. Let's see. Let us see. Let's give him some craziness. Ooh, he's looking really angry. You mentioned that a couple streams ago about looking for tennis partners. Oh yeah. I manifested tennis partners. I made it happen, guys. And they're actually really advanced. Like they might be better than me for sure. Actually, yeah, because they've been playing this whole time, I believe, whereas like I completely took a break for like 12 years. So I guess maybe I'm nervous, you know. He said that Line is Silicon Valley. Line? You mean the app? I actually don't use Line, but everyone here in Japan uses Line. It's because I primarily use WeChat. See, this is why you have to just trust the process and go slow, guys. Slowly but surely, it all sort of comes together somehow. Somehow, some way. And it's very meditative, honestly. I'm team nothing ever happens when it comes to American drama. I feel so. American drama? What do you mean? I'm not looking at all the messages before, just the ones that I see when I look down, basically. So maybe I'm missing some context here. Damn, am I mellow today or what? Hey, I'd like to point out, I don't know if Darkside is here, but I have not had Diet Coke in like 8 days now. Going strong. I almost succumbed to it today though, but I resisted and I'm proud of myself. I've had a bit of a Diet Coke addiction. I think actually it's kind of common in the States. What's nice about Japan, I guess, is if you're at a restaurant, they usually don't have Diet Coke options, so you can't really order it. But, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, thank you for the boom. I appreciate it. It's so wild because I'm just really saying whatever comes to my mind. I'm proud of you. You can keep going without Diet Cokes until you, yeah. Yeah, today I was kind of like, I can have one today. It's been a while, and like, I do believe in moderation sort of thing, but then I was like, wait, but if I have one now, am I gonna just sort of end up falling into the loop of just like, oh yeah, I can have another one tomorrow? So I was like, okay, I don't think I'm ready for this yet. It's still too fresh. I was like, let me just have another drink that, yeah, because my primary, it's like, once I get into a habit of something, it's really a habit. And Diet Cokes have been a habit for me for some time now. Like, I literally drink one every day, so it's like breaking a habit. And also, like, it feels a certain way in my stomach, and I'm also addicted to that feeling. So yeah, it's like I have to kind of readjust my biology. Let's see. Ooh, this is looking really crazy. Looking really crazy. I wonder if I'm gonna mess it up if I use the smudge tool. You see how like black it is? Let's find out though. I'm just trying to remove the black load on here. Let's see. Ooh, we're almost at 40 likes, guys. We're so close. Okay, so I don't know. I guess you guys must know what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to clean the. Okay, it's ish done. So let's see if the purple likes to be smudged at all. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it makes no difference. Maybe it does. Can we just address the inflation for a moment? I went to the art store today, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what the heck? There were some things in there that, in my mind, should cost like $5, and it was costing like $20. I'm like, what is happening? Just really, really cheap things. I'm very confused. Let's see, maybe. pretty intense. And the US Rubik Cubes used to average $10 to $11 a few years ago. Now they're, yeah, it's wild. Like, yeah, America inflation is insane right now. But everywhere in the world, I would say. It's like, what is going on? Alright, are we gonna leave it at 39 likes, or are we gonna get to 40 likes, my humans? We're so close to 40 likes, guys. It's eerily close. I believe in us. Oof. It kind of works. It doesn't smudge as well as the charcoal. I don't know if you guys see, but it like does something. Oh, we're at 40 likes. Look at that. Sometimes I like really, you know, paying attention to the likes, and it gives me something extra to multitask on. But other times I quite like being surprised, you know. And I'm just like, nah, I like not thinking about it, and then looking at it later and being like, ooh, you guys are awesome. What? Getting all these likes. You guys are the best. It just depends how much in the flow I am, honestly. But yeah, I feel pretty freaking grateful, and I'm so happy I got some like friends that are gonna be visiting me here in Tokyo as well. And I would say overall the preparation for the show is going good. As well. Boom, boom, pow. Dragon my style. Let's see. I mean, how do you, lol? What do you mean, how do I? Do I ever draw what's beneath the skin? That's a good question. Honestly, no. Honestly, I don't. Ooh, I'm actually liking how like the black remnants of this smudge tool is looking with the purple. It makes it a little bit more dramatic. Like, ooh, crazy. Incredible. That was not a vibe. Don't really like what just happened there, but can maybe fix that. Ooh, so cool. Alright, this is... Maybe I should have kept more of that black. stuff on the pen or on the smudge tool. I'm just calling it a smudge tool. It's probably called something else. 45. Let's get to 50, guys. Can we get to 50? That'd be pretty bomb. Also, do you guys feel relaxed here? I've been exceptionally chill. I think maybe because it's a little later. Because usually, you know, I'm starting my day with these lives and I'm like, all right, let's think about what the things we're grateful for. But now I'm like unwinding a little bit. I still do have to work though, but you know, it's just much more relaxy. Ooh. This smudgy tool is a color. Now I think this is the perfect amount of residual charcoal. It's very subtle. Yeah, I love that you guys are like seeing the subtleness of it too. Okay, so question for you guys. How was the quality of my lives? Like the footage, the camera, how was it looking? Because I am using a light now. And I think from this angle, it's like, it works. Let me know if the quality is looking 8. Okay. Some of this seriousness got lost in the smudge. To be honest, to answer your question, the quality is perfect. Feels like I'm right here. Oh my god, amazing! I'm not even using the microphone. I'm just talking into the camera. Okay, great. Guys, I'm just using my freaking phone. And then, and the only difference is I guess I got a, like, honestly, like a cheap light. It is a light nonetheless. Like, I did get a light just for the streams. Well, I shouldn't say it's a cheap light. It's just like a portable light because I'm traveling so much, so I needed things to be portable. Thank you, Fredo. Thank you. Okay, that's great. That's really, really good to know. So we'll keep it with this quality for now, then. Also, honestly, like the smudging did so much. Like I feel like it's so much more 3D now. Ooh, very awesome. Super duper cool. Loving it. Ethereum, along with most cryptos, have tanked. Yeah? Tanked. But it's probably not a good time to invest in crypto now, is it? Isn't it like I thought it was like all-time high at this moment. Or is it going down? What does tank mean? Does tank mean going down or going up? I'm not so familiar with these words. I wonder if we're able to get to 50 likes. I wonder. If not, that's cool too. But yeah, I would like to do the background of it. Although I'm like wondering if I first get if I first draw the artwork on the left as well, like tomorrow, and then we do the background together. I think that's always a little bit more satisfying. So then I'll just like make this as crisp as I can in this session, and then tomorrow we do the background, so you guys can definitely hit the bell notification, just because I go live at such, you know, different times, roughly similar time, but you can depend on me pretty much on most days showing up here, but the time slot depends a little bit. Might be a dumb question, but has anyone... Seems like a no-brainer. Wait, are you waking up at 6 a.m. or are you going to sleep at 6 a.m.? That's pretty late. Thank you so much, Simba. Thank you, Mats. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I've sold my art as NFTs before. Yeah. Are you gonna draw an... Yeah, Castle Skin. You should definitely subscribe, because I basically go live every day and I draw... well, at the moment, I'm drawing one portrait a day. And after I've done enough of this and I feel pretty comfortable and confident in it, then I will start doing other types of challenges, or, you know, in my lives. But I'm going live every day, so I think it's worthwhile to subscribe to my channel if you like that kind of stuff. Like, why not? Just giving him a crisper nose. Maybe making this all a little bit crisper as well. Slowly but surely, just easing into making it more three-dimensional. Some guy definitely... Yeah, exactly. You were trusting the process, Fredo. come in the other day and told us that they're not allowed to draw people in Islam. Seriously? What the heck? Why? What are you allowed to draw? I mean, what the heck? That's crazy. It's not even like, you know, don't draw nudity. It's like you can't draw portraits, or but people can just go online. Yeah, the world is a crazy place. Crazy place. Yet telling us Muslims aren't allowed to do, but it tells us we're worshipping idols. It's like extremist version of that. Yeah. You can't draw animals. I mean, honestly, like, what can you draw? You can only draw flowers. So do they all just become experts at like drawing plants and stuff? What happens if you actually draw people and flowers? That sounds like an interesting conversation that I missed, though, because I was probably so focused trying to meet the time deadline. The way the more reasonable person explained it, that the animals draw, you are tribals as experts. Interesting. The guy who said that was actually super respectful about it. Interesting. Yeah, because I was like, I mean, can we for sure take his word on it? I have to look this up, honestly, just to be 100% sure, but that's crazy. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I guess you guys, I mean, because I don't really read the news or anything. I usually just hear from other people. If there's anything crazy going on from a valid news source, feel free to, you know, inform me or be my news source on here. But only, I don't really, yeah, I guess it depends, because I don't like to take in only negative perspectives or narratives, because there's also so much positive going on. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's get to 50 likes, shall we? Who hasn't liked yet? Let's get some likes in here. Show some appreciation for these free drawing sessions I'm doing every day here in my life on my channel here for you guys. We're just, you know, working on our skills, improving together, and slowly building our family here, our little community of art enthusiasts, appreciators, a corner of good vibes in this chaotic world. What point is religious talk spam for Eirdís? I don't want. That's a really good question, actually. I think if it's just like negative, you know, maybe, and sort of like going towards spam. But if it's like informative or respectful or like overall positive, you know, I'm okay with that. Like you know, for instance, Allah is the greatest. Like I just look over that. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's because it's so irrelevant, so I don't really pay attention to it. But if it's like spamming or something, I'm kind of like, that would get a little annoying. Do you guys see how he just like continues to sort of get more three-dimensional as you go? It really just takes time. Just gotta keep sort of honing in on the details and so forth. Cool, cool, cool. So let's change it. Yep. Totally. Exactly. Yeah, it's nice that this is a relaxing experience for you guys as well. Alright, I think we're getting sort of like the end. You saw how I like added this, you know, just to sort of make it a little bit more, what should we say, balanced, because I didn't center it. Before the nose, brow, eyebrow details, he was looking more andro. Now he's given like dune. Ooh, yeah, he is given dunes. I'm gonna add just like a little bit of like more shade here, like brown, just to sort of deepen it even more. You know, I think that's pretty cool. Ooh. Boom. Unless that was a mistake. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out if he like pops even more. And if not, then we made a mistake and it is what it is, you know? Ooh. Ooh. Like, yes. Fierce. Damn, I just heard a child outside. Do my neighbors have children? Like, what's going on? Never heard a child outside before. Thank you, Fredo. Trusting the process. Yeah, I'm actually really loving this, like, extra. Okay, let's compare this to yesterday, shall we? Or the day before yesterday. Honestly, like, this is just, I'm loving this. Okay, we like seeing progress. Dynamite. Gorgeous. I am basically obsessed. This is just Thank you, Quality Best Drawings. I guess you're an artist as well. And Mariam, you guys are sweet. You should definitely subscribe to my channel. We're going live every day, basically, doing this kind of thing, like portraits, different art challenges. My usual art is not like this at all. I do quite expressionist, surreal, some may say impressionist art. We're just now going in basically with like a brown into the purple that we have already established in the last hour or so. And today we're not giving ourselves a time limit because, well, I was not here yesterday, so. Where did I learn art? I'm mostly self-taught, you know, but I spent a year in art school here in, no, not here, in China. However, I basically was drinking every day, not exactly in class, and the teacher never really taught me how to draw because they didn't want to tarnish my creativity, or so they said. So I was just a bad student. Like you know, in art school, I think I essentially regret it. Like I wish I paid more attention. So to answer your question, I'm mostly self-taught, yeah. I think I'm really loving this, like, the depth that this brown is creating. It's just gorgeous. You've ripped through the sketchbook. Which book can I refer to learn to draw? You know how you can, yeah, please don't spam, but I appreciate it. Look at you guys like looking out for me, but no, so the best way to learn to draw is to draw. That's my advice. And you can watch me here, so you can like see my process, and you literally can learn by seeing how I'm doing it, and then you have to actually draw, right? You can't just like look at a book or read a drawing book and then suddenly know how to draw. It really is all about practice and showing up, and then, you know, but if you're here joining us every day and you're drawing with me, like for this live session, you're gonna improve pretty fast. You know, so you could maybe, if you have a portrait or something that you want to draw, you could draw that portrait while I'm doing these lives. And then when you're shading and things like that, you can refer to how I'm shading and things like that. And that's going to be very helpful, I believe. So I think this brown is really doing a lot. What do you guys think? Exactly. I wonder how many hours I've actually drawn for. Let me think. I wonder. It's just, I guess I could take like a wild guess, but not really. Think it would be a little difficult for me to guess how many hours I've drawn. But I really love to draw from imagination mostly, and that also is practice. You just have to keep doing it. So no one can actually teach you how to. I mean, I will attempt in my workshops, but pretty much what I do is like help you or guide you to get in touch with yourself. Thank you everyone for subscribing. Honestly, seriously, it helps support my channel, helps support me, and, you know, continue to do what I love. 15 times 4, 12. like, wow, I like totally just lost myself there completely in outer space, in inner space, I should say. Just fully focused in, zoned out. Alright, I feel like I went a little too hard here, so we're just gonna smudge it like that. I'd recommend this eraser, guys, if you want to draw here with me, because it's really is quite a special tool. It seems to be taking mostly the shade I just put in, so that's perfect. And I'm gonna just slightly smoothen this out a little bit. Lol. I think I'm always sober, man. I'm old. Nah, there was this one time I was tipsy on here. That was pretty funny. I'm so conscious now when I'm tipsy because it's so rare. I had a bit to drink last night, actually. The whole day was just so full of activities. Ooh, he's just so angry. Like, damn. I'm really giving him lots of detail. I guess like time really helps, like spending more time on a piece, you know, and not giving myself time restriction is quite useful. Rough maths, I would say you've drawn somewhere around 100,000 hours. I have no idea, like, does it count when I'm usually just drawing from imagination or painting? Like, what counts as drawing? Doodling, does that count? Because I've definitely doodled like a ridiculous amount of hours, but are you always, you know, improving as you're doodling? Like, that's not sure, you know? It all counts. You think you improve when you're doodling? well then I've drawn much more than 100,000 hours for sure. The first year I decided to go full-time, I was painting probably 10 hours a day for a whole year. Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I improved with all of my doodles, but I do think like when you challenge yourself to do doodling in a different way and that kind of thing, maybe that improves you. Okay, so this is the vibe so far. Should we go over what I've done so far? Okay, let's look. Let's look, shall we? And I'm gonna add in the... Okay, so this was when we were only using pencil. I think I've improved a great deal since this to this. Okay, but anyway, so let's go here. She's gorgeous. Maybe I haven't improved at all, but she looks pretty great. She was the first one I did. And then I did that one. And then I did this one. We actually did the background color in a little bit later. Thank you, Spring to 220. And hey, okay, Maine. Yeah, you guys should definitely subscribe to my channel. We're doing these live drawing sessions every day where I draw a portrait each day. And then we color or we paint the background as well, but not every day, you know, when we can, basically. So I just did this one. And I'm actually gonna wait until I've done the one next to him to decide on what color to do. I feel like I might make this page like red and he might have a purple background, but yeah, should I actually go ahead and do that? Yeah, maybe I do that. Okay, I will go ahead and paint his background. So give me a moment to find a purple color. Let's find the perfect color for his... Thank you so much, Crosstofer. I'm just looking for a nice purple. We're going through my acrylic gadgets. I hope there is a good purple in here. Fingers crossed, because purple is a difficult color. They don't always have purple. Ooh, look at that. I found it. Okay, there's literally only one nice purple. That one. And I think it's the one. Yeah, let's just do that. And then tomorrow I might just use a red, or should I do blue? I don't know. Well, I'm not in the mood to decide right now what I'm gonna do tomorrow, so we're just gonna... We are, I guess, gonna do whatever we feel like doing when tomorrow comes. Let's see. I'm just putting some of my paints back where they came from. Thank you guys for all the likes. If you haven't liked my video already, you totally should show some love to my community here. Join my community, and if you guys draw anything during my live sessions, you can post your drawings in my community tab, and we can all look at it together, and it's cool. Let's see. Okay, this is the brush that we'll be using. It's not uber small. I actually don't have an uber small brush, so it's the best I got. But you know, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know, this is like looking a little bit too dark still. I like it though. I like it though. It's pretty cool. If you haven't liked yet, it's not too late. Yep, definitely not too late to like it, guys. Oh, gorgeous. We're doing a very expected color for the background for this one, because I think I'm just liking this monochrome vibe that we have going on. We did a pretty long video too tonight. Still kind of have to work a little bit, mostly to spray some fixative on my drawings. He's so serious. It's so funny, actually. Ooh. I took away a little bit of his ear. Oops. It is what it is. I think it still works. Still works. Ooh. Yeah, guys, like the video if you haven't yet. It's not too late. Shows the community some love. And I would love to see you guys in future videos, like joining us drawing, and then also, okay, this is, that's tricky. I don't mind that it's like kind of scruffy though. Kind of enjoy that it looks almost like collage-y. It's tricky because this paint is kind of like too thick, but I don't feel like, it's because my brush is also just like really, okay, it's just not perfect, but that's fine. I'm just gonna make it sort of like rough like that. He took away, you know, he basically combed his hair. That's what happened. Very satisfying. What's his backstory now? He's really angry at like a minor offense. Lol. That's funny. Yeah. How many times have you changed his backstory today? Because I guess he kept changing. He kept like becoming different. I'm just basically wetting my brush a little bit because it's a bit difficult to maneuver this paint. I think it might have just gone a bit under the paper, but it's okay. Whoa. I really needed to sneeze. Damn it, yeah, I went a little bit under the paper. Let me try to get it straight though. I'm gonna try. Ah, it's just not happening. Damn. Okay. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. I could always get tape and just do the remaining part. So don't worry about it. We'll fix it up in tomorrow's video or something. Like this side. So that he's got a little... Yeah, I might just do like a stripe of red or something. Thank you, I really... What is his name? What were some of the good names that you guys came up with for this guy? At some point we called him Steve, which was funny. Then it was like Nightcrawler or something. Olaf, oh lol, that's pretty good. Sage, Gabriel. It's fun to think of names though. Faces really do. Well, names do a lot, you know, like when you know someone's name, you're just like instantly have an image. Like if someone's name's Sarah, you instantly associate that with something. But what if they have a weird name? Like Eirdís is an uncommon name. I guess maybe it would just be like, oh, this person's weird. Or like uncommon in some way if they have like an interesting name that you haven't heard of before, maybe. He looks so serious. We kind of removed his like bed hair. It was difficult to keep it. Okay, let's make his ears a little bit smaller because I kind of just accidentally did. Then I have to make his ears on this side a little bit smaller too. Okay, let's get the crispness on this side now. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Ooh, love it, love it. Amazing! Okay, we're gonna have to go in, you know, tomorrow and make this like super crisp. But I think we did a good job, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me this whole time and like witnessing the whole process, you know? It's always trust the process. I honestly feel like that should just be what the series is called. It's like trust the process. Because you really do have to trust the process. And I think that's a metaphor for life too, or like a saying we can use for life as well. Wait, now that I'm looking at his neck, I'm like, I feel like his neck deserves a little something extra. Like in terms of the browns. So let's just add a little bit of browns. Just to balance it out. Do you see how it's like mostly purple? So I think like, let's just make it a little bit more balanced, you know? Also, let's get to 60 likes. Damn, we are 2 likes away. So I think that's a good place to end it once we're at 60 likes. But yeah, basically, thank you guys so much for being here. Are we only 1 like away from it? As usual, I always see 1 less than you guys for some crazy reason that YouTube decided. Very odd. But we are so close to 60 likes, guys. The OCD in me just doesn't really like to see numbers being really close to like an even number. Christopher, yes. Let's see. Rhonda. Is this guy's name Rhonda? I don't know. All right, let's get to 60 likes, guys. We are so close, but I already like his neck so much more now after making it a little bit more brown. I think it's just like way cooler. Maybe I can do the same sort of with his cheeks. But yeah, we're so close to 60 likes. We have never been closer this whole time, literally. So let's get to 60 likes, shall we? Let's see. So close, so close, so close. So close, so close. Is it just me though, or it's like uncomfortable when we're right by the number and we're not there yet? It's like... Hi, Ozzy. Hello, hello. Okay, awesome. Yay, I see it too. Okay, guys, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will be making a portrait on this side. If you want to see some of my other portraits that I've done in previous days, these are some of those. But yeah, make sure to come join me on my next live, which is tomorrow. It's not going to be the same time. We'll be here a few hours earlier, but make sure to join. You know, we're just slowly improving our skills here. And I think I'm starting to experiment now with like different expressions and also using different colors. Like this, today we used purple crayon instead of charcoal and pencil, which we did on all the other ones. And honestly, it looks bomb. Like, I'm into it. Thank you, Moog Modular. You should subscribe to the channel and join us for the next live. I just finished this piece and we're going to be doing another one just like it tomorrow here. And we're doing this every day, so it's worthwhile. Damn, there's so many of you here. Hey, okay, well, make sure to subscribe. So we're hitting the end. I guess I'll go through what I just showed all of you again, which is like, actually, let's go from the very beginning, shall we? So I bought this book from a store here in Tokyo. It's a very small, cute, compact, like sketchbook. And this was the first drawing I did. I then splashed coffee by accident on it. And I wasn't happy with it because I was like, oh, it's so boring and so basic. And I still hadn't committed to doing something really basic and normal yet for the sketchbook. So then I was like, I'm going to do what I usually do, which is crazy, expressionist, craziness. And then, ooh, I didn't draw in here? What? Okay, we probably need to go back and draw there. And I was like, okay, well, I did an eye, so let's do another eye. And so we did another eye. This took me ages because I had not done representational drawing in forever. I also haven't drawn it. I need to go back and draw on these. And then I drew myself. And this took ages as well because I was still sort of getting used to and getting into representational art again. And I was like, you want that second page? Wait, which one? This one. This is cool, right? I mean, this is like the type of art that I made. It's also such a cute size. I could see this looking really nice with like a sick silver frame. Yeah, well, even with a splash, the coffee splash. Anyway, so then I was like, hey, I'm gonna just keep doing this. Why not? Then I did this one. I used charcoal, and this actually came together so fast. Then I didn't draw this one. Then I drew this one. And we still hadn't done any colorful backgrounds, you know? And then I drew this one. And then we drew this one as the fourth one. I wonder if I'll remember the sequence forever. Probably not. Then I drew this one, which I'm not 100% happy about, but... And then we drew this chick. At one point she looked like a guy, but, you know. Yeah, I wasn't happy about her, and then I had to kind of retouch her the next day because I only gave myself like 45 minutes to work on this one. And then we did this handsome fellow over here. Album cover. Yep. That's super cool. And then I drew this handsome lad. And then today we drew this. And are we seeing the improvements? You know what I mean? I'm like starting to experiment more. It's getting pretty fun and funky. So we're gonna keep this up, okay? And at least finish this book. And then we're gonna keep challenging and, you know, make this like a thing. So wait, how many have we done? I'm gonna not count from this because whatever. I want to count from here. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 already. Man, let's finish all of these. Let's finish all of these. So join me for my lives. Yeah, so subscribe to my channel, guys. Definitely do that. And then we'll be here again tomorrow, and you should grab a sketchbook and join us, and then post your artwork in our community as well. All right, love all of you so much. My nails are like crap now. You know, all these 3 kind of fell. This one's cracking. I mean, it's because I've been biting them. I'm not proud. Look at how beautiful they are. Like, why would I bite my nails? It's so not okay. Yes, thank you, Boss Black. Thank you. Nice to see you on here. Yeah, it was super great seeing all of you guys. Thanks for all the help, User Random Alphabet. You've been amazing, as always. Thank you, Mita here. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao. Bye.